I had no prior knowledge of the Watergate break-in.
For the first time, the president's men reveal the full extent of the White House crimes known as Watergate.
There was pressure from the White House, from me, and from the president to the committee to get their campaign intelligence activity going.
They were carrying out Richard Nixon's instructions day to day.
I said, I don't care how you do it, the president wants the papers back. That's all I know.
To me, it was a throwaway project. You know, give Liddy the $250,000 and let's get him off our back.
And he said, can you get into the Watergate office building?
Previously missing documents, tapes from the Oval Office bugging system, a new 5-part series for BBC2, Watergate, The Untold Story, starting Sunday at 8:50.
At 20 foot under, no one can hear you scream. Going underground on BBC2, Deathline. The last tube is about to leave. Don't miss it.
Before that on BBC2, we join Michael Fish, who has the weather maps at his fingertips.
Good evening to you. I thought we'd start by looking at the tropical cyclone that's been affecting Bangladesh. You may well have heard about it on the news. We can pick it out actually on the satellite picture. Lump of cloud there in the Bay of Bengal. That's a really intense cyclone. It's had winds of well over 100 miles an hour, gusts up to 150 miles an hour, and it moved in just to the south of Cox's Bazar. We're now looking to some very large amounts of rain, so that means some severe flooding as well as those damaging winds, and there may well be some quite high tides to go with it, so something to keep an eye on in the next day or so. Now, closer to home we have an area of low pressure, nothing as vicious as the one in the Bay of Bengal, but even so it's going to slip in towards Ireland and produce some more unsettled weather in the next couple of days. Now, we've had some rain this evening across parts of Ireland. That's going to be slipping northwards, affecting the Hebrides for a while, but most places, as you see, should be fine and dry for much of the time. Some more outbreaks of rain, though, coming in towards the south of Ireland and in towards southwest England by the end of the night. Those western areas will see a fairly warm night, only down to about 9 degrees, but fairly chilly in the more central and northern parts of England and into eastern Scotland. There's the area of low pressure for tomorrow, having moved in closer to us. It's going to be a dry and bright start, I think, virtually everywhere, but we'll have showery rain across Ireland into the southwest, and these showers will work their way eastwards during the course of the day, and one or two of them could turn out to be quite heavy, especially in the southeast of England. A rumble of thunder mixed in there as well. Northwest of Scotland looks as if it's going to stay fine and dry, the best of the sunshine. Eastern Scotland and northeast England, on the other hand, probably will be fairly cloudy, and with a strong wind coming in, as you can see here, a southeasterly wind, and that means it's going to be feeding in from the North Sea, where the temperatures at the moment are pretty low. It will peg those temperatures down to about 12 degrees or so, whereas the more sheltered and brighter inland areas should have a fairly warm day again, up to 19 or 20 degrees. The low pressure continues to creep in towards Ireland on to Wednesday. A fair number of isobars as well, so it's going to be quite windy in most parts. And although it'll start off fairly bright, generally speaking, during the day on Wednesday, there'll be showers and even some longer outbreaks of rain, and some of those outbreaks of rain could be quite heavy with some hail and thunder mixed in as well. Temperatures around about the normal for the time of year. Thursday starts off fine and dry, and then we have a new Atlantic system bringing some rain across from the west to all parts during the course of the day. And Friday again, we keep the rather unsettled theme, at least we do for the more western areas. Well, having gone a long way ahead, let me end on a little resume for you. Fairly cool and cloudy along that northeastern coast. There's eastern coast there. Some fairly bright, warm weather in northwestern Scotland. For the rest of the country, after a dry start, showery rain developing during the course of the day, but at least there'll still be some warm sunshine. That's all from me. Have a very good evening to you.
Obscurity has its secrets to reveal. Like the strongest passion, always concealing itself in silence. Giving voice to some exceptional women, A Skirt Through History is a new series which dramatizes their remarkable experiences and brings to life intimate and often secret writings.
I dare to say that I'm like no one in the whole world.
A first-hand account of sexual love between women, the past redressed in A Skirt Through History, beginning Friday, 9:30 on BBC2.
Now, later than scheduled because of tonight's nail-biting conclusion in the World Snooker Final, this weekend's programmes exploring all aspects of life underground draw to a close on BBC2. Every commuter's worst nightmare comes true as Donald Pleasance stars with Christopher Lee in the film Deathline.